I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at the Mighty Thor issue number 706. Jane Foster gave all in the defense of Asgard, and now it's time to have a funeral for a friend. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up directly from where the last issue left off, the Asgardians are picking up all the pieces after the final battle with the Mangog. Jane had to sacrifice Mjolnir to save the day and everyone else, and now she lies dead at the feet of Thor, who refuses to let her go. But here's the thing though, as Heimdall eventually explains, Jane's death was not a regular human death. She died defending Asgard, she died a Viking death, and like all dead Vikings, she gets to go to her eternal reward in Valhalla. Only Odin, the ever-sour Allfather, thinks that's absolute BS. No one gets to ascend to a higher plane of existence before he gets his words in edgewise. Odin starts listing off everything Jane did in her time as Thor, starting off very angrily. You stole my son's hammer, you stole his identity, you made me look stupid, you hurt my feelings. Jeez, Odin, you're sounding like a YouTube comment section, calm down. Eventually, though, he starts hitting on stuff such as defending my people, saving my realm, saving my wife and son. Oh, yeah, I guess you weren't all bad, huh? We even fought together there at the end. I guess you were all right, Jane Foster. I, Odin the Allfather, allow you to enter Valhalla, and it should be that easy, only it's not though, because something is actively keeping Jane tethered to Earth in her final rest. And that would be the Mother Storm, aka the sentient cosmic lightning storm that existed within Mjolnir. Now that its casing has been shattered, the sentient storm is free. At first, and quite hilariously, a grief-stricken Thor Odinson attempts to pick a fight with the storm. Then he realizes that Jane might very well still have some residual magical energy left inside her, and that if he can harness the storm using his body, then maybe, just maybe, he can bring her back to life. This is a suicidal plan because if you'll remember the origins of the storm, no god was able to control it on his own. In fact, not even Odin in his prime could get the job done. But what if father and son were actually able to join forces, share the load, and direct the god storm to one place? They do just that, and what follows is probably the most epic Norse example of defibrillation I've ever seen, wherein they direct the power into Jane's dead body and the light returns to her eyes once again. I guess that means her and Odin are even now, so the Allfather can go back to being indifferent towards her. Jane lives once again, but she still has to live with cancer. She's not gonna be Thor again, mainly because the hammer is destroyed, but even if it wasn't, she vows that she is actually gonna buckle down and try the whole chemotherapy thing. She does say that her time as the God of Thunder gave her a brand new appreciation for everything that Thor did, and in a way kinda made her fall back in love with him. Aww. Thor says Jane is an amazing woman and made a pretty damn amazing god. She comes back by saying that Thor is easily the most humanly god she's ever met, and the two embrace each other. To welcome Thor back into the role as Thunderer, Jane comes bearing a gift, a small piece of the original Mjolnir that was destroyed. Looks like Thor's newest mission is going to be finding the dwarves and getting a brand new weapon forged. And he better hurry on that too. Malekith is still out there and the War of Realms is still raging. And that was the Mighty Thor number 706, everybody, and it once again does a wonderful job closing the book on Jane Foster for the second time. I'm sure some people will complain that it felt cheap to kill Jane Foster off only to bring her back again so quickly, but hey, to that I say this is superhero comics, everyone comes back eventually, so why not do it sooner rather than later? I'm also happy Jason Aaron paid off little things like the God Storm and the rest of the Asgardians, only figuring out at the very end that it was Jane who had been Thor this whole time. Even Odin comes full circle at the very end. It looks like he's actively trying to cure his dickishness that he's been afflicted with since fear itself. And I mean, really, at the end of the day, who doesn't like growth and the promise of a brighter future? I know I sure do. Overall, I'd give this one an 8 out of 10, a satisfying conclusion to a satisfying story, and I can't wait to see where Jason Aaron takes it next. So that was the Mighty Thor, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to take a closer look at some of these other videos I've been working on. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, then please check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.